Alright guys, welcome back to Son of Scotland TV. Been a while since I did a political video on this. Well, I guess you could argue this video is more religious, or you could even argue it is a sports themed video because it features sports stars. So basically, see the hot chick there in the photo is gold medalist and UFC female fighter Karolina Sevastyanova. I think I butchered her name there, but she's coming out with some accusations, and I mean, she could accuse me of anything, and I totally agree with her. I mean, she could say Scotland's the biggest shithole in planet Earth, and I would also agree with her because she is hot. She's my new favourite UFC fighter. If she fights, I don't know what she does. Probably on Pornhub, but anyway, that is irrelevant because it's what she's come out and said, which is the talking point here. And she's basically come out and condemned the Khabib. So as you know, Khabib obviously is a Muslim, a believer of Islam, and he recently came out and attacked Emmanuel Macron, so the French president. So a couple weeks ago, there was a teacher in France that showed a couple of cartoon images of the Prophet Muhammad, and an Islamic follower decided to, you know what, take law into his own hands. Even though there's nothing wrong with showing cartoons, it's cartoons, you know what I mean, there's no harm done. But he went and beheaded the teacher. And was Khabib vocal on this? Was Khabib outraged? Did Khabib come out and condemn this? No, did he? Fuck, because let's be real, Khabib's a Muslim. He 99% more likely than not, he believes that the beheading was justified. He believes that if you criticise Allah, Muhammad, he believes if you mock Allah or Muhammad, then you deserve beheaded. That is punishable by death. So he more than likely believes that. But of course he didn't come out and condemn that. But a guy that did come out and condemn it was the president of France, Emmanuel Macron. Came out, and he has been, fair play to him, he has been vocal. We know France does have issues with Islam, with Islamic terrorism. We do know this, and he's came out, and fair play to the guy. He has been a bit vocal on it, and he definitely condemned the attack. And because he condemned it, because Macron thought that it wasn't right that a teacher got beheaded simply for showing children in a school some cartoons of Muhammad, that has led to Khabib coming out. And he's been vocal on this, and he has said about Macron, he said, quote, "May the Almighty disfigure the face of this scum and all his followers who, under the slogan of freedom of speech, offend the feelings of more than 1.5 billion Muslim believers." May the Almighty humiliate them in this life and in the next. Allah is quick in calculation and you will see it, unquote. First of all, fuck Allah. Go fuck himself. Allah this, Allah that, fuck him. Muhammad, 100% a pedo. Murderer. Is what it is. When you look at Allah, when you look at even Allah, fake guy in the sky, but when you look at Allah and when you look at Muhammad, it is no wonder that the Muslims, their first thought is violence, because they're worshipping they're worshipping violent people. So of course they're going to be violent themselves. So basically, yeah, you seen it in the first sentence. Khabib comes out and he says, "May the Almighty disfigure the face of this scum and all his followers." So he is inciting violence on Macron and any followers of Macron. Basically anyone who comes out and condemns or criticises anything to do with Islam. And for what? How does that make Macron scum? If Macron came out and said that, oh, the teacher shouldn't have showed those cartoons and he deserved to be beheaded, would Khabib come out and start applauding Macron? And would Khabib come out and say Macron's a great guy who sides with the Muslim Brotherhood? That's probably what Khabib would do. We know that Muslims are protected. We know that Islam is a protected faith, and we were led to believe this lie that it is the religion of peace. But how the hell can Khabib not come under? I don't get it. if a Christian refuses to bake a cake for a gay guy, it is, you know, it's world news, man. You hear about it for 6 months. It's getting rammed down your throat. It's, oh, Christian guy is the worst guy ever. You know, he's a horrible human being. But I mean, you can be Muslim and you can incite violence and you can call for death of non-believers, and it's fine. It's almost acceptable in today's society. It's acceptable to say that. So I don't understand how Khabib can come out and obviously he comes under no criticism. Well, I say he comes under no criticism, but he kind of has by this this UFC female star who I believe she's a UFC fighter. I don't believe she's competed yet, but she is obviously MMA trained and she did win a gold medal. She came out and says, quote, "The way he incites violence is really scary. I'm totally against it. This is not right, to put it mildly. We live in a very unstable world. We have an unstable situation right now with people going through hard times. Why does he incite violence, especially now when on the contrary we should stay together, helping each other and not killing each other? I think his actions were dictated by his temperament. They live in accordance with rules inherent to their culture," unquote. Again, I'll say it. I think his actions were dictated by his temperament. They live in accordance with rules inherent to their culture. So, fair play to this chick. She's straight away coming out there and she's taking a dig at the Islamic culture. And she must know that it's a piece of shit and that it's not this peaceful religion that we're led to believe. And that because of his faith, this is how he responds. You know, he's not going to come out and condemn a fellow Muslim. He's not going to come out and show support to Macron. He's going to come out and he's going to incite violence and he's going to want people. He's going to want Macron and followers of Macron and people that share the same beliefs of Macron to come under attack and to be ultimately killed. And it is as simple as that. So fair play to this woman coming out and criticising Khabib and ultimately criticising his faith and religion. No doubt she will come under pressure. She'll probably be called, you know, Islamophobic. It's to say every time there's a terror attack, 24 hours later, they become the victims, and it's all, no one cares about the Manchester bombing, or no one cares about the beheading. It all becomes about, you know, the Muslims are the victims, and everyone that is, you know, anti-Muslim, or everyone that is anyone that's said anything bad about Islam is, you know, Islamophobic and all this nonsense. But I just find it astonishing. I find it astonishing that Khabib has came after an 18-year-old Muslim has came out and just killed his teacher for simply showing cartoons. That Khabib hasn't came out and condemned any of that or said that. But what he has came out and he's incited more violence on that's fucking on Macron for condemning the beheading. That is mental. That's like someone raping someone and someone comes out, a guy comes out, like a authority figure comes out and condemns the person for raping them, and then you know, another guy comes out and, you know, attacks him publicly and says, "No, you should be raped. I want everyone to rape him." You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? It just doesn't make any sense. I cannot believe that Khabib is coming out and he is calling for violence on the guy that is condemning the violence. It just doesn't make any sense. Well, it does make sense because Khabib's Muslim, and obviously, you know, obviously he's gonna side with the Muslim. He's not gonna dare come out and say anything bad about him. But I just thought this was an interesting article because it's not often you get someone come out, you know, and criticise Islam. Well, Tommy Robinson does it on a pretty regular basis, but in terms of, you know, like a neutral or like someone that's in the spotlight or like a sports star, you know. Well, I know she's not really a star, but, you know, she's got potential to be a star, and I'm sure her coming out and, you know, criticising Islam hasn't really helped. Or, you know, maybe, who knows, maybe it'll gain her some followers like it has me. But anyway, let me know your opinion on that. This Khabib guy, he's a fucking arsehole. Hopefully, I don't know, Conor McGregor comes out and smashes him in a rematch or something, I don't know, but guy's an arsehole. And yeah, fuck Allah, fuck you, Khabib. And fuck anyone who thinks it's okay to behead someone over a cartoon, because you are well and truly sick, and no amount of praying 5 times a day is going to save you. So anyway, guys, that is it. Till next time, been Summer Scotland TV. If you like these kind of videos, let me know and I'll make more of them. But anyway, till then, peace.